All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. First down. Huff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Huff. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sacked him back at the 42.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on second down. Huff. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll bring up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Huff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff working right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded just inside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible.
It's caught at the 10. They give them a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now they try the right side here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On play action, they'll throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lloyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to
push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Throwing on first down. Huff, screen play, Johnson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in, so a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
He'll look to throw. Boy stays up, fighting him off. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
They run a draw here on 2nd down, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Lloyd. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
19! 3-19!
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 more there, and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw here. Well, almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, Huff. He's going to wind up and air it out. They've got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Huff. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Panthers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Operating from the gun. Huff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Leopard. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it. Over.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway. Yards deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy. 40. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Huff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina! Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
McManus now for the extra point. this time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
Hurry up, here we go.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offensive coordinator and saying, like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey. All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
On 3rd down, it's Barnes, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Carolina getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huff, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. in the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on second down. Huff. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37th. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huff. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now, Barney.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw on 2nd down. Huff. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff, Johnson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
From the gun, Huff, escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
to throw now in his own end zone. Throwing no, and it's complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he's got his man on the out route. Going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And they'll run it here. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They come up in an offset eye.
Blue 90. Gone, 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 gone.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up being knocked back back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they
simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
Here we go.
But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Luke Kuechly whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. In there to take him down, and the clock will roll. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Johnson.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun. Huff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. As he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Carolina, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
you